तो एज 29 and end is 37. Section 1 provision. Section 2 contingent liability. Section 3 contingent asset. Section 4 onerous contract. Section 5 this one restructuring cost. ऐसे 5 चीजें हैं, तो एक बस स्टेप पढ़ने का सब. Now first provision. Anybody know what is provision? What is provision? Anybody know what is provision?
You have to keep an amount aside to. It's like a cushion for future risk.
Straight away wrong. In this way you can't identify question in the exam. There is a provision. अभी AS4 का पता है ना कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना है. इवेंट occurring कंडीशन फिर टेल what is provision. लिख क्या रहे हो? मुझे आंसर दो. कुछ पढ़ाया तो नहीं मैंने आपको लिखने के लिए. आंसर दो. What is provision? Friends, do you know the pity here is that we exactly don't know what is provision. Exactly we don't know what is provision. Correct? Question आया. ये प्रोविजन किसमें क्या करना है वो भी हमको नहीं मालूम पड़ता है. वो क्या पूछा है क्वेश्चन में. Exactly we don't know what is provision. देखो सबसे पहली बात ये है, this provision chapter won't be covering any provision related to an asset. Asset related provision is not covered here. First of all, होगा तो इस चैप्टर में नहीं आएगा. तो टीचिंग 29 means asset related provision will not come. जैसे कि depreciation provision, it won't come here because it's a reduction from the asset. Agreed or not? Stock NRV provision, stock वो यहाँ नहीं आएगा. Stock है ना, bad debt यहाँ नहीं आएगा. फिर कहाँ जाएगा? वो कहाँ जाएगा अलग बात है, बट यहाँ नहीं आएगा. आंसर सिंपल. एसेट रिलेटेड प्रोविजन हमेशा एसेट से लेस हो जाता है. करेक्ट, उसी में आ जाता है कि नहीं. तो दिस प्रोविजन ओनली कवर्स अ लाइबिलिटी रिलेटेड प्रोविजन. ओनली अ लाइबिलिटी. एंड विच टाइप ऑफ लाइबिलिटी डू यू नो? अ लाइबिलिटी विच रिक्वायर्स एस्टिमेशन. एस्टिमेशन मीन्स which is not settled now. That's why it's a liability. Yet to settle, yet to pay. But when? We don't know. How much? We don't know. It's not only a liability. It's a liability which requires substantial degree of estimation to be paid afterwards, of course, not now. So it's a provision related to liability which requires not small, substantial degree of estimation. What is the biggest problem with this provision, do you know? सबसे बड़ा तकलीफ क्या है इसके अंदर पता है? वो ये है, it accrues but we don't know because we don't know the topic properly. Creditor is also liability, but creditor we record it because it is a bill for that. Yes, creditor is exact amount, exact value, but this is not exact, hence we escape to record it. Act said that if you don't understand this, you are undervaluing your liability. Doing something wrong. So you should record a provision. But the question is, in the exam, the question of provision comes and they ask you to prove it's a liability or provision. How will you prove it? The answer is very simple. You should prove what is a liability. कोई भी केस स्टडी को अगर लाइबिलिटी साबित कर पाओ, you are just completed provision. We require only one more thing, substantial degree of estimation. अगर एस्टिमेशन नहीं है तो सिर्फ लाइबिलिटी है, प्रोविजन नहीं है. और लाइबिलिटी भी एस्टिमेशन है तो ही प्रोविजन है वो. इसका मतलब प्रोविजन इज समेशन ऑफ टू थिंग्स. प्रोविजन इज अ समेशन ऑफ टू थिंग्स. वन इज लाइबिलिटी एंड वन इज व्हाट, बोलो मेरे को, estimation. Why creditor is not a provision? Because credit is only a liability. Credit is not a provision. Estimation. It doesn't require estimation. You know when to pay after 2 months. You know how much to pay, 5 lakh. Exactly, you know, hence there's no estimation involved. But this provision requires estimation. Estimation regarding when to pay and how much to pay is a big question mark for a provision. But one thing is sure, you have to pay. It's a clear-cut, very clear liability. You have to pay, but how much when? We don't. Agreed. Now, I've thrown a bottle on somebody's head. And it's very well revealed, captured and all. Correct? People know. Case gone to the court. Do you all agree? I'm liable. That's all. I'm liable. But how much I'll pay? When? Provision. But this is not a solution for this. Now, what shall we do? We should prove liability. That's all. Once you are able to understand a liability, you are near to a provision. You are very near to a provision. Just to require estimation. Means you have to estimate. Estimation can be sometimes such a biggest defect in provision that you fear to estimate. Hence you take the help of legal experts, lawyers, solicitors. You pay them hefty amount just to estimate properly. Liability, no doubt, is in your neck, like a roped snake is roping you, roped out. Liability is there. When snake gets roped in the neck, when he will bite, you don't know. Sometimes slips inside only. Suddenly start biting. So that's the point here. It's your liability. And I put question mark doesn't mean I am not paying. Oh, provision is a certain liability. But the only uncertain is to the amount and exact time. That's all. It's a certain liability. Had it not been certain, it would not be a liability in provision both. It could be contingent for some reasons. But it doesn't mean this is contingent only. Contingent के लिए और भी conditions है, फिर वो देखना पड़ेगा. तो याद रखना, provision is a summation of two things. Now, how to explain, prove a liability? This is my challenge. Any sums of exam, provision वाला, any sums of exam, provision related. अब जो मैं लिखने वाला हूं यहाँ अब these 2 points should be there in your answer. Otherwise you get 0. ये सब नहीं लिखे चलेगा. अब जो लिखने वाला हो, क्यों? Because you have to prove only a liability. That's on the exam, not a provision. Once you prove liability, almost everything is done. Any proving a liability is as good as you have cleared the exam, pass. हर result आना बाकी. Estimation, ऐसा. तो estimation is a small thing. तो estimation नहीं भी होगा तो क्या? Liability तो provide करना ही पड़ता है ना भाई. ऐसा है. Estimation का इंतजार मत करो. Correct? Let's understand what is the liability now. चलो. Act बोलता है, there are 2 features for a liability, 2 points. 1 and 2. ये दोनों conditions satisfy करना चाहिए तो liability है. इसका मतलब in your exam when they ask you a sum, from the sum you should pick out these 2 points and try to prove positively. Then you prove that. What is that 2 point? Number 1, every liability is a present obligation on the balance sheet date due to past event. Every liability is a present obligation on the balance sheet date due to past event. And second, it is probable that an outflow of resources is required to settle the obligation. Liability is a present obligation on the balance sheet due to past event. It is probable that there is an outflow of resources required to settle the obligation. आप इतना लिखोगे तो भी चलेगा सेकेंड वन में. आउटफ्लो ऑफ रिसोर्सेस इज प्रोबेबल. बहुत हो गया. आउटफ्लो ऑफ रिसोर्सेस इज प्रोबेबल, लंबा लिखोगे भी तो चलेगा, छोटा लिखोगे भी तो चलेगा. It is a present obligation on the balance sheet date due to past event. अब इंटरेस्टिंग चीज क्या है सुनो. योर चैलेंज इज टू प्रूव दिस पॉइंट. ये प्रूव कभी भूल के भी मत करना, कर भी नहीं पाओगे आप. फिर इसको सिर्फ सम पे लिखना है. जस्ट राइट, डोंट प्रूव इट. यू कैन प्रूव इट, यू हैव टू प्रूव दिस. आपका कैलिबर है ना, वो यहां साबित करो, यहां नहीं. तो कोई भी सब एग्जाम में आए, डोंट प्रूव दिस बट राइट दिस इज एसेंशियल फीचर ऑफ अ लाइबिलिटी. करेक्ट. स्टिकर देखा, स्टिकर में क्या करते हैं, डू यू अप्लाई योर माइंड, स्टिकर, स्टिकर. प्रूव एवरीथिंग हियर. इस पे एक पेज भी लिख सकते हैं आप, इस पे एक लाइन से ज्यादा नहीं लिख सकते हो. तो एग्जाम में याद रहे, इट्स एसेंशियल कंडीशन फॉर अ प्रोविजन बट डोंट प्रूव इट. करेक्ट. इट्स अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कंडीशन. डोंट प्रूव इट. ये तुम्हारे लिए बता रहा हूं. डू नॉट प्रूव इट. अगर ये लाइन लिख देते हो, इनफ दैट यू प्रूव्ड इट. बट यहां साबित करने का चैलेंज है. यानी इन द एग्जाम यू शुड आइडेंटिफाई विच ऑब्लिगेशन, शुड आइडेंटिफाई विच इवेंट. ये दो साबित करने का आप, इसमें टाइम जाएगा, आप इसको समझना पड़ेगा. एंड द पास्ट इवेंट शुड बी ऑब्लिगेटिंग इवेंट. व्हाट इज ऑब्लिगेटिंग इवेंट? ऑफ कोर्स आई विल डील विद दैट इन डिटेल. एक्ट बोलता है कि प्रोविजन द लायबिलिटी विच रिक्वायर सब्सटेंशियल डिग्री ऑफ एस्टिमेशन and the liability is a present obligation on the balance sheet date due to past event, and it is probable that an outflow of resources is required to settle the obligation. ये देखो, मैं आपको एग्जाम के सम से स्टार्ट कर देता हूँ. कुछ मुझे एग्जाम्पल देने, ये एग्जाम्पल और सम दोनों साथ में. व्हाट इज एग्जाम्पल? एग्जाम प्रॉब्लम्स ओनली. करेक्ट. Any exam sums you to prove through these two lines. You write this enough and you write with the explanation. चलो पहले एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं, वारंटी. अब मैंने एक वर्ड वारंटी लिखा, बट एग्जाम में यही वारंटी वर्ड 7 लाइन का एक पैराग्राफ बनकर आएगा और कुछ भी फर्क नहीं है. प्रूव तो वही करना है जो मैं कर रहा हूं. Nowadays say ABC Limited company is a consumer durable company, deals in white goods. They're selling refrigerators and varieties of ranges of AC, cooler and all this, mobiles and all. The company has sold goods of 2,000 crore during the year. As an auditor accountant comment on the warranty to be provided. हो गया क्वेश्चन खत्म. मैंने एक वारंटी वर्ड लिख दिया. अब क्या आपको प्रोविजन करना है वारंटी का? Yes या no? You know answer is yes, but how will you write in the exam? See. The case is very clear. Warranty. I'm a supplier, your customer, sold goods to you people all. On March ending, should I provide for the warranty on the sales which has been in fact sales occurred by me? Or should I provide for warranty? Let's see. What is the present obligation on March? When I sold the goods, on March my present obligation is to repair the goods. एक कस्टमर दरवाजे के बाहर चला जाता है ना, दरवाजे के बाहर, वो भी वापस आ सकता है. उसको तुमने 1 साल की वारंटी दी है. एनीवन, सी व्हेन ही विल कम वी डोंट नो. नहीं आएगा ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता है. सम पीपल डेफिनेटली कम बैक. यू नो वेरी वेल हाउ मच दैट्स द बिग एस्टिमेशन. मैं सबका प्रोविजन में ओवरऑल प्रोविजन कर रहा हूँ. करेक्ट. ऐसा है क्या जीरो डिफेक्ट? ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता है. देयर विल बी सम डिफेक्ट. Some people will complain against the goods and come back. So suno, in warranty case में identify the present obligation. The present obligation in case of warranty is to repair the goods. This is my obligation. Goods sold before March, immediately on March ending I have an obligation to repair the goods or replace the defective parts. This is my obligation. Replacement. Identify past defect. The past event is sale of goods. इनफ द एज सोल्ड गुड्स। अगर मार्च के बाद गुड्स बेचता उसका प्रोविजन थोड़ी करूंगा वारंटी का। यस, दिस इवेंट क्रिएट्स अ प्रेजेंट ऑब्लिगेशन। इसके वजह से ये हो रहा है सेल ऑफ गुड्स। लेकिन सर अगर गुड्स लेकर आएगा, आप मना कर ए नहीं गुड्स तेरा रिजेक्ट कर, नहीं करेगा मैं, इज इट ऑब्लिगेटिंग? यस, इट्स ऑब्लिगेटिंग इवेंट। व्हाट इज ऑब्लिगेटिंग इवेंट? अंडरस्टैंड, ऑब्लिगेटिंग इवेंट वो होता है a past event become obligating event when there is no other alternative but to settle। आपको सेटल करने के अलावा कोई रास्ता नहीं है, कोर्ट लेकर जाएगा, वो आपको तुम्हारे कंपनी का बिल बताएगा, कोर्ट लेकर जाएगा, ग्राउंड लेवल पर तुम हार जाओगे, बदनामी होगी वो अलग। कंज्यूमर कोर्ट में बदनामी थूकेंगे लोग और वेबसाइट पे बोलेगी नंबर ऑफ केसेस 1 2 3। अरे कंज्यूमर केस में इतना ही सिंपल केस मोबाइल के लिए इतना छोटापन कर रहा है, कस्टमर को रुला रहा है, blame will be big। they have a outlet to settle this obligation, do you know? फिर तकलीफ ही नहीं। Is it obligating? Yes, it's obligating। You have, because there's a invoice raised which is a proof। रास्ते में माल नहीं बेचा है, रास्ते में माल बेचा है तो बोलेगा मैं पहचानता नहीं तेरे को, चल निकल यहाँ से। हाँ सर, आपके ऑब्लिगेशन से पल्ला झाड़ सकता है, झाड़ सकता है सर? नहीं, ब्रांडेड कंपनी है, नाम बदनाम हो जाएगा। The obligation can arise due to how many reasons, do you know? It can be legal obligation, yes, कानूनी फंदा हो सकता है। It can be a, in fact, statutory obligation। In fact, legal is contractual obligation। इसमें कौन सा है सर? Contractual है, contract है, एक invoice paper है, statutory नहीं है। And obligation can even be constructive obligation। What is constructive? मैं बताता हूँ, थोड़ी देर बाद बताता हूँ। जिनको ये मसाला समझाने को आ जाता है वो इस जगह बादशाह है। बाकी सब के सब उन्होंने बहुत कुछ लिखा है, उसका मतलब यही है। तुम कोई भी समझो, आपको यही पॉइंट्स मिलेंगे अंदर, यही पॉइंट मिलेगी। अब जवाब लिखा कैसे जाए? एक मिनट। ऑब्लिगेटिंग इवेंट, यस, बिकॉज इट्स अंडर अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट। अब आंसर में कैसे लिखूंगा? मेरा क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में आया, XYZ Limited is a consumer durable company, sold goods of 2000 crore during the year, है ना? As an accountant, comment on the provision for warranty। मेरा जवाब शुरू हो रहा है, मेरा जवाब शुरू हो रहा है। In the present case, the present obligation of the entity is to repair or replace a defective part। Sentence 1 over। Second sentence, the past event due to which the present obligation arises is nothing but a sale of goods। ये ट्रिगर किया लाइबिलिटी, बेचेगा नहीं तो आएगा ही नहीं। थर्ड, एंड द पास्ट इवेंट इज ऑब्लिगेटिंग इवेंट। व्हाट इज ऑब्लिगेटिंग? बंदा है आपके तरह में, ऑब्लिगेटिंग इवेंट बिकॉज इज अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ सेल, सबूत है उसके पास, तुम फंस सकते हो। Therefore, it is probable that an outflow of resource is required to settle the obligation, and a reliable estimation should be made for the provision, hence a provision is required। खत्म। यही पॉइंट आपको बराबर उसको अरेंज करके लिखना है और कुछ भी नहीं करना है। करेक्ट? तो ये आपका पहला एग्जाम्पल हो गया। सम भी खत्म, एग्जाम्पल भी खत्म। कुछ सम में नयापन नहीं मिलेगा आपको। क्या क्या लिखना पड़ेगा सर हमें? स्टेप नंबर 1 प्रेजेंट ऑब्लिगेशन, स्टेप नंबर 2 पास्ट इवेंट। दो टाइप के इवेंट, ऑब्लिगेटिंग या नो। स्टेप नंबर 3 ये वाला पॉइंट, प्रोबेबल वाला लिखना ही पड़ेगा, बट उसे एक्सप्लेन नहीं करना है। स्टेप नंबर 4 एस्टिमेशन करना है, ये भी लिखना पड़ेगा। ये 4 स्टेप लिखना पड़ेगा आपको। प्रूव क्या करना है? ये 2 प्रूव करना है, इनको प्रूव नहीं करना है, इनको लिखना है बस। एस्टिमेशन रिक्वायर्ड, प्रोबेबिलिटी यस, बस खत्म, बात कुछ और नहीं, ये प्रूव करना पड़ेगा। ठीक है? तो द वारंटी इज क्लियर। करेक्ट? नेक्स्ट, a very famous question in your past paper, contamination of land। ये एग्जाम में एक बार आ चुका है, 4 मार्क का। कंडेमिनेशन ऑफ लैंड। व्हाट इज कंडेमिनेशन ऑफ लैंड? मैं समझाता हूँ, केस समझाता हूँ, फिर इसका जवाब लिखते हैं। कॉपी करना है कुछ आपको? ये भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल, स्टैट्यूटरी के कंस्ट्रक्टिव।
ऑब्लिगेटिंग इवेंट के वो
कैन बी आइदर कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल, फोर्सेबल can be statutory forcible, sometimes it can be constructively relevant for you. Now, condemnation of land. A very, very famous case study. I am in the chemical business. Which business? Chemical. I mean, I don't know, industrial business. Now, I dumped some, I contaminated land from several years. Correct? I contaminated land, water is contaminated, land is contaminated. जगह खराब कर दिया. Correct? I degraded land. But it's my business, I can't do anything. At present, there is no law regarding cleaning up that area. 7 साल से चल रहा है. Nobody is taking care of. Should I provide for cleaning up? No, because I will not clean up. There is no force to clean up. I am keeping quiet. But in a particular year, the local legislation has passed a rule that this industry which is contaminating land has to clean up the entire area. Of course, you'll get some time, 6 months, 4 months, you can do any time, but you have to clean up. Clean up requires a lot of money, maybe some 4-5 lakhs. Yes, clean up करके एक एक्ट पास कर लिया और मेरे पास उसका पर्चा आ गया. मेरे पास अपने लॉयर के पास, मेरे पास नहीं. मेरे पास ऐसे दिन में 1000 केस आते, सबके बारे में मुझे नॉलेज नहीं. The knowledge is with the lawyer. They're expert in handling those cases. A customer files a case. You know what to do. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. He's knowledgeable. You are not. Ask the lawyer. Ask the lawyer. He is best knowledgeable person. He has solved such cases, innumerable cases in the court. Take the help of lawyer. Lawyer will guide you the provision amount. He can't guide you about cleanup cost. He can guide you about the implications if you don't clean up. See, so I'm required to clean up that contaminated land. Should I provide it? Till now, no, because there was no. The past event was there, dumping, but the event was not obligating. It's not creating the obligation. But now the law came. The lawyer has shown me the paper. See, sir, now should I provide? The answer is yes. Because now my present obligation is to clean up that area. Clean up require money. Or it can be pay damages. Possible. Past event. Oh, from last 7 years what I did? Last 7 years I have contaminated land. Condemnation. Is it obligating event? Now it is obligating. Yes, because there's a statute, not contract. The Statutory Act of Environmental Law, correct? There's no contract between the government and me. And hence I will make a provision. I should add probability of outflow resource required. I'll add estimations required to clean up. Bonus. Third example. Plenty of examples. Bonus. Now, employee provides services in the year. They provide service in the year. Correct? Do you pay bonus? No, you pay bonus in the October month. After 3-4 months gap of March ending. Actually, this bonus is not October. The bonus is of the last year. Because had that employee was not there in the last year, he will never get a bonus. Bonus is not given because it is November. Bonus is given because the occasion to pay the disbursement of liability, but accrual was there in the last year. And you don't record in the last year, it's gone. Foolishness. देखो, मई में काम किया, सैलरी कभी मिलेगी, जून में मिलेगी, 15 दिन का गैप, जून की सैलरी की मई की है, मई की है. वही बात है, बोनस थोड़ा लेट जा पेमेंट होता है, इकट्ठा होता है. फिर गलती है ना, यानी जो लोग ने बोनस का रिकॉग्निशन अक्टूबर में किया उनका अकाउंट गलत है. एक्ट बोलता है कि बोनस इज द एग्जांपल ऑफ प्योरली प्रोविजन, बिकॉज व्हेन द सर्विस इज रेंडर्ड बाय द एम्प्लॉय द लायबिलिटी गेट अक्रूड. And what is the past event? वही rendering of service. What is present obligation? To pay bonus. This to pay. खाली देखो पे करने के बाद थोड़ा लेट हो गया, दैट इज अ लाइबिलिटी. अभी कंडेमनेशन हुआ, 6 महीने बाद में उसको साफ करेगा, वो एक्सपेंस इनकर हुआ, का अक्रूवल तो पहले हो गया है. लाइबिलिटी किसको कहते हैं? जो अब तक पे नहीं किया. करेक्ट. तो ऑन 31st March my bonus present obligation is to pay bonus due to rendering of services. This creates a liability. So I have to pay bonus.
But it can be estimated.
Huh?
It can be estimated.
It has to be estimated. That's why learning provision.
No, for provision to be made, the liability should be an estimation. It shouldn't be a perfect figure, right?
It should be estimation. So you mean to say it's perfect figure?
Bonus is, yeah.
I'll tell you. I can prove you wrong. Number one, many employees are there who are till March that they leave the job. Many lose a job in between that March and November. They will never get a bonus because bonus is not a wasting condition. Bonus require, you are required to stay in the year and stay on that date, which is not possible for any. The amount of estimation go wrong. Second thing, 90% of the companies in India are there where the bonus is decided in November. It's not pre-calculated. Agreed with this? Got it? Now, what is the past event in bonus? Rendering of services. Rendering of services. Is it obligating event? Now, when the render service, is it obligation? Yes, it is obligation due to any reason, either contract or statute or constructive also. So no, तीनों भी possible है, तीनों भी possible है, तीनों नहीं हो गए, एक possible है, तीनों में से. See, employee render service creates obligation to pay bonus, but paid in November, there is disbursement. This rendering of service will lead to which obligating event? 1, 2, 3. Either by contract. Suppose employer have a contract. Employer has to pay bonus in November. So there is no contract, but there is a bonus act. He has to pay bonus. It's like that. यानी कोई बोलेगा अरे पे होगा क्या? होगा यार, देखो ना, उसने इनवॉइस देकर गया, क्वालिटी के लिए आएगा वापस. All won't come, but some will come. फिर उसका प्रोविजन किया, अंदाजा है ना. This clean up, you have to settle it. You have to clean up that.
So constructive कैसा आएगा थर्ड वाला?
वही इसी पर आ रहा हूँ. इन दो केस में कंस्ट्रक्टिव नहीं था, यहाँ हो सकता है. एग्रीमेंट लॉ, एग्रीमेंट एक्ट. दिस इज नाइदर एग्रीमेंट नॉर एन एक्ट. यानी ये लाइबिलिटी इतना डेंजर है कि मैं नहीं देखा तो मेरे को जेल दे देगी, जेल भेज देगी. लेकिन ये जेल में नहीं जाएगा, फिर भी डर है इस चीज का. कंस्ट्रक्टिव इज व्हाट? कंस्ट्रक्टिव का मतलब होता है एक ऐसी लाइबिलिटी जो पे न करने पर आपकी बदनामी हो जाएगी, बदनाम हो जाओगे. कानून में कुछ नहीं होगा. Nobody will come and catch you and penalize. Nobody. But you have to stay in the society and you are required to redeem your obligation. इसका मतलब the bonus in this case can be customary bonus. What is customary bonus? Customary bonus का मतलब होता है you are paying for bonus from last 25 years. Can you skip this year? Custom. And that customary becomes your constructive obligation. Customary, past practice, to in the sense society you cannot ditch them, that dar is there, that creates a constructive obligation. Oh. And it's more dangerous than the first. Even though under the law you will not be, nothing will happen. You can't go to court. But people will say bad at back of you. If you don't pay bonus after suddenly in 1 year, the peons and the watchmen, they start giving you bad words behind you. And you can just feel it. Bad negative environment that you don't want. And customary. Correct? Suppose an entity is not obliged to pay bonus under any act, not obliged to pay any bonus under contract, but the company is paying a consistent bonus to the employees. This comes under customary bonus. समझ में आ गया? I'll give one example of constructive obligation. One more example. Suppose dumping material, dumping hazardous material. What is hazardous material? मेरी कंपनी है ना, मेरी कंपनी कचरा कूड़ा गंदगी, एक दीवार है कंपनी और दीवार के बाहर जंगल है तो फेंक देती है, उसको हजार्डियस मटेरियल कहते हैं, करेक्ट। कंडेमिनेशन नहीं, गंदा उठा के फेंको, और जो कि रिमोट एरिया है, नोबडी कम्स एंड क्लीन दैट, फिर वो सड़ के डिक्की के चला जाता है। अ कंपनी वाज डंपिंग हजार्डियस मटेरियल एट द बैकयार्ड ऑफ द फैक्ट्री गेट। अंडरस्टूड द केस स्टडी? ये केस स्टडी है, तो तुम्हारा एक कंसेप्ट समझाने के लिए याद आया मुझे। A company was dumping hazardous material at a backyard of the factory gate, far away, correct? And under the legal laws prevailing there, they were not required to clean up that area. कचरा फेंका घर के सामने डब्बे में, तुमको साफ करना है? नहीं। The company was dumping hazardous material at a backyard of the factory gate. Under the existing laws, they were not required to clean up that area. कानून में है ही नहीं कि क्लीन अप करे, हाथ ऊपर करके घूम सकते, नथिंग रॉन्ग। नो लॉ, नो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, फ्री, नो आदिवासी कमिंग एंड एजिटेटिंग अगेंस्ट यू, polluting area and all, clean up, healthcare cost increase, nothing, no, nothing. They're living far away. I'm in the jungle. No, I am in fact no obligation for me. But the company will provide. Why, sir? This company was belonging to a member of, International Environmental Audit Committee. इंटरनेशनल एनवायरमेंटल ऑडिट कमेटी का ये सरपंच है, मेंबर है। अंडर दोज बायलॉज दे विल रिक्वायर टू क्लीन अप दैट एरिया। कानूनी तौर पर नहीं, बिकॉज व्हेन द ऑडिट विल टेक प्लेस, करेक्ट, द इंस्पेक्टर विल कम, फैट पीपल कम, एंड दे विल पीप आउटसाइड द विंडो, दे विल स्पिट ऑन योर फेस, दे विल से फॉर व्हाट रीजन यू आर लिविंग हियर ऑन द अर्थ। Even though there is no law, this is corporate social responsibility, moral duty. Doesn't you feel bad keeping this garbage and sitting, dog sits by removing all the dust from the tail? What, you are donkey or what? They will say bad, and this will give you a bad credit rating in the scale of international meeting. Correct? And you have to go with a Donald Duck face inside a meeting, keeping your head bowed down. And this is not possible, sir. Yes, what the company will do, the branded company, it is known for its corporate social work very well. Have you seen this January that take place, long marathon run in that Chowpatty side, marathon race. There are many celebrities come and businessmen come, correct, all drunk on one evening back, correct, they come there and they start showing people they're running. Are they actually running? No, in fact they're advertising themselves, they're sponsors. Friends, today's world, there are many branded companies, they want to get into the public eyes for a better work. We are sponsoring, we are doing this bad thing. Actually, the actual person who get the medal is a very isolated, remote person. You can't even recognize him. Nobody asks him, nobody talks with him. He gets suddenly that award, and our celebrities are just for some 10 yards here and there, they walk, correct, they show their face and they click, clack here and there, chit chat, and again go back to work. But there's some type of responsibility they have, they do it. It's a corporate social glamoring going on, and this company cannot keep this dirty, in fact garbage, and do its operations very well. They're required to clean up, not under existing law, but as a constructive obligation, correct, because they belong to a member of an environmental group, I said, under the bylaws. The probability of outflow is definitely there if there's dump has been accumulated, and of course that will be disbursed later on. An estimation is required to calculate how much expense I can incur to remove that. सर अगर डंपिंग 3 साल में एक बार साफ करें, 3 साल का अक्रू करना पड़ेगा, डंप कॉस्ट अक्रू करके प्रोवाइड करना पड़ेगा, पीरियड डेबिट टू प्रोविजन, P&L to provision, 3 बार ESOP की तरह, और एक साथ provision debit to cash. Well, that's a different matter, but here the present obligation is to clean up. The past event is nothing but dumping. And obligating event is, yes, constructive obligation. It was a member of environmental audit committee. That is enough that you have a constructive obligation. Correct? Now, a provision which when you're making it, provision should be discounted or not. Under the AS, provision is never discounted. Suppose somebody has filed a suit against me and bad has happened, past event हो गया, obligation is what? To pay debt. कोर्ट में केस है, मेरी गलती है, मुझे पे करना है, कितना कम? I don't know. That's what a provision is. I'll provide for that compensation. Correct? Now, my lawyer says this will be settled after 4 years. तो 4 year के बाद सेटल करेगा तो डिस्काउंट करना पड़ेगा. Should we discount the amount? Answer is no. In Indian GAAP we don't discount, but in Indians we have to discount it. We have to discount the provision further. Suppose I'm going to clean that dumping amount, that garbage after 3 years, and I'll accumulate slowly. But today's whatever I dumped, on an average 1 lakh cost is there, so I'll discount it today's value. The P factor is 10%. So third year P factor is 0.751. 75100 I'll provide today, not 1 lakh, because the 1 lakh का present value है. तो फिर 1 lakh कैसे provide करेंगे आप? I'll compound 75100 to such an extent become 1 lakh, and that compounding is known as unwinding of discount in IFRS. So the major difference in provision for IFRS and AS is, Ind AS and AS is, they don't discount the cash flows, they discount the cash flows. Correct? So discounting is the biggest difference in AS and AS. Now, after knowing provision, and we have multiple examples to prove provision, correct? Next is contingent liability. Now, how can you identify contingent liability? Everyone, please. How to identify contingent liability? Please see here. After provision, contingent liability. Contingent liability. Anybody, any awareness of contingent liability? Explain your provision, huh? Exactly what it is. हाँ बोलो.
So the liability which can be decided upon a future event happening or not happening or future event.
You are given a monotonous answer, but can you study a case and give me an answer? That's important. ठीक है? ठीक है, वो आंसर वो लाइन प्रिवेल करती है, बट वेयर, हाउ, व्हेन, करेक्ट, ऑल दिस पॉसिबिलिटीज यू शुड नो. Contingent liability. What's the implication? We don't record it, that's all. Is it liability? Let's see. Contingent liability. Friends, contingent liability in fact has got 2 definitions, but still not recorded. So you have 2 wings, we can't fly. Provision was wingless, but it was flying in the air. Correct? Because it's got a real value to pay. Provision is a real liability. Huh? It's real. This is contingent. That is real. You have to pay. Now, when a liability becomes contingent, can you take it lightly, contingent provision? No, they are not recorded. They are recorded. Correct? Now, what is a contingent liability? There are two definitions, and short I'm describing it. Definition कैसे लिखना चाहिए, और एक बात है एग्जाम में कैसे पहचानोगे ये कंटीजेंट है या प्रोविजन है, इट्स अ वेरी बिग चैलेंज. उसके लिए मैं आपको टिप्स दूंगा कैसे पहचानना है. सही टिप लेकर पहचानना जवाब का आधा सॉल्यूशन होता है. करेक्ट. नाउ कंटीजेंट लायबिलिटी इज डिवाइडेड इन टू पार्ट्स. Is a definition. What is the implication? We never record, we disclose it. So implication is very important. Not to record. Not to record. If you don't write it in the exam, you won't get marked. But to disclose. Where to disclose? Notes to accounts. Notes to account में disclose करना है. Not in the director's report. Director report में knowledge event disclose करना है. यानी जो सम आप कंटीजेंट लायबिलिटी का लिखोगे उसमें ये लिखना ही पड़ेगा, बट पहचानोगे कैसे? Are you understanding everyone concepts properly? See, there are two definitions of contingent liability. मैं आपको contingent liability में दो मदद कर सकता हूं. मदद एक definition समझा सकता हूं, मदद दो मैं आपको हिंट दे सकता हूं कैसे पहचाने के contingent है. Correct? See here. पहला definition, as he said, a contingent liability is which obligation? Possible. याद है करो आपका प्रोविजन कौन सा था? प्रेजेंट ऑब्लिगेशन था. याद है? यस. यानी प्रेजेंट मीन्स मार्च कोई ऑब्लिगेशन बन गया हो, बट ये मार्च का ऑब्लिगेशन नहीं है, पॉसिबल है. यानी ऑब्लिगेशन आगे होने वाला है. पॉसिबल ऑब्लिगेशन ऑन द बैलेंस शीट डेट. ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज अ पास्ट इवेंट, बट पास्ट इवेंट के वजह से पॉसिबल ऑब्लिगेशन हो गया. Whose existence is uncertain. What is uncertain? Depend upon the happening or non-happening of future uncertain events. यानी in short, एक ऐसा obligation जो आज नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ हो जाए तो हो सकता है. Then it can be present obligation. At present it is possible obligation. तो इसको समझते हैं हम एग्जाम्पल के साथ. सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल क्या है सर? Second example is second definition is a contingent liability can even be a present obligation. Even be a present obligation on the balance sheet date due to past event. वो सब सेम है. On the balance sheet date due to past event वो सब वही आएगा मंत्र. लेकिन इसको तुम रिकॉर्ड नहीं करोगे प्रेजेंट होने के बावजूद भी. यू वोंट रिकॉर्ड इट. नॉट टू रिकॉर्ड इट. नॉट टू रिकॉर्ड इट. नॉट टू रिकॉर्ड. नॉट टू रिकॉर्ड. व्हाई सर? बिकॉज देयर आर टू रीजंस फॉर दैट वी डोंट रिकॉर्ड इट. either a reliable estimation cannot be made, or outflow of resources is not probable. Contingent liability is a possible obligation of the balance sheet date due to past event whose existence is uncertain, or it can be a present obligation on the balance sheet date, but you cannot record it. Either reliable estimation cannot be made और आउटफ्लो ऑफ रिसोर्सेज इज नॉट प्रोबेबल. क्या है इसका मतलब? सुनिए, इसका मतलब जानना बहुत जरूरी है. सी, व्हाट इज पॉसिबल ऑब्लिगेशन ऑन द बैलेंस शीट डेट? ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. नाउ सपोज यू आर नॉर्मल, एकदम नॉर्मल, टेस्टेड, यू कैन रीड, यू कैन लर्न. इफ आई आस्क यू समथिंग, यू आंसर इट प्रॉपरली. आस्क यू दिस इज व्हाट, यू से दिस इज कैमरा, दिस इज प्रोजेक्टर. You are normal. But suppose a person is there who is abnormal. He can do anything. Has he killed you? No. But he can kill me. कभी भी दिमाग खराब हो गया, रात को उठ के हथौड़ा मार देगा सर. Can you be live with that पागल? You cannot. He can have a very bad impact and he can definitely at any point of time hit you badly. पॉसिबल है ना सर? करेक्ट. तो चलो हम एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं. A very favorite example is there in our syllabus about a possible obligation of guarantee of amount of guarantee. Suppose I have taken a loan from a bank. There's somebody who has to give the guarantee, otherwise you won't get a loan. So somebody else is guaranteeing. तो मान लेते हैं loan is taken by X, correct, from a bank, and there is Y who is going to give guarantee. Correct? Y is going to give guarantee on behalf of X to this bank. Correct now? On 31st March, X has properly repaid the installment. 1/4 of the loan is paid. In the books of Y, you should know, Y ने अपनी कंपनी को गिरवी रख दिया actually. Guarantee देकर. Even though on 31st March, X is not a defaulter, X is not insolvent, everything is solvent. For Y, it's a contingent liability. Why? Because that liability is nothing but possible obligation. Only when X default, then Y will have to pay. Agreed or not. Now, can you hide it? It's not a liability, but you should disclose it. It's a big matter. As well as you're mortgaging your house to somebody and living the house. Shareholder should know. Tomorrow, if they become a default and all, and you require to pay, shareholder will tell you why you have not taken permission from us, why you could not reveal in the financial statement. Any defect, any risk, any volatility should always be disclosed, just like diluted EPS. Then, हमने अपनी कंपनी को ऐसे 10 दिन को गारंटी देकर बैठ गए आप, एक दो गारंटी भी ट्रिगर हो गए, गए काम से, धंधा बंद. Yes, one guarantee can ruin the entire company. Why not? Most of the companies have closed down because of debt crisis. तुम्हारा अंबानी का भी यही हाल हुआ, कौन सा ये अनिल अंबानी का, वही हाल हुआ. This happens. So for Y, it's a contingent liability. Because for Y, it's a possible obligation which depends upon the happening, non-happening. What is that? If X defaults. Suppose it's a financial year 2017-18. In this year, X is solvent. So for Y, it's a contingent liability because the liability is possible obligation. Agreed, everyone? But suppose in 2018-19, correct, X become defaulter. It is completely insolvent now. So the bank will head toward you and get as much as they can from that amount. But exactly how much is estimation, of course. Now, the possible obligation become what बोलो मेरे को? Present obligation. Can be possible in the exam paper. In 1 year possible, next present. Correct? And the past event is of course a contract of guarantee. Past event. Signed by you. Present operations pay the amount? No. How much we don't know. Reliable estimation made. Outflow source, now it's probable. Should write everything about provision, as you know. Possible, why not? Correct? Present obligation, not to record. Now it is present obligation. Now it is present. But still we should not record it. So 3 children are playing ball, red ball. One is bowler, one is batsman, one is a fielder. Only 3. They're playing. Correct? In a rake of bowling and batting, correct? In that rake, the ball suddenly hits a window. Upshield window. Correct? Broken down. There's a very irritating couple sitting inside. They came outside. Correct? And they said, this is a loss for us. 5,000 rupees. Gone, loss is there. भरना पड़ेगा. Out of 3, who will pay now? That has to be analyzed now. March तक मालूम ही नहीं. So individually it is a present obligation, but individually the present obligation cannot be recorded because here outflow of resources is not probable. हो सकता है जो सोच रहे हैं उसको पे नहीं करना पड़े. जब कोई केस ऐसा डाउटफुल हो जाता है, आपको पे नहीं करना है. अब बस हमें किसे मालूम पड़ेगा? लॉयर को मालूम पड़ेगा. तुम्हें तो एग्जाम में दिया जाएगा. You don't worry about it. Are you going to get into the details of a case? You will never understand. Your case में तो बहुत सी चीज देखी जाती है. वो तो प्रैक्टिकल एनालिसिस होगा जो आपको पता भी नहीं है, आपको एग्जाम में हिंट दिया जाएगा, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड. तो प्रेजेंट ऑब्लिगेशन ऑफ बैलेंस शीट डेट, it is present, but you will not record it. Why? Because for the outflow of resource is not probable. What is outflow not probable? केस में मेरी गलती है या नहीं, इसका चांस कम है, यानी प्रोबेबिलिटी दी जाएगी. हाँ, अगर ऐसा बोले कि द आउटफ्लो ऑफ रिसोर्सेज 30% प्रोबेबल, तो कंटिजेंट है. 50 तक कंटिजेंट है, 50 के ऊपर चला गया तो फिर प्रोविजन में चला जाएगा. करेक्ट. हाई डिग्री ऑफ प्रोबेबिलिटी इज अ प्रोविजन. तो दिस इज द डिग्री ऑफ प्रोविजन, यानी आपका प्रोविजन की प्रोबेबिलिटी जो रहेगी वो 50 से कम रहेगी तो कंटिजेंट है. या उन लोग खुद बोलेंगे द आउटफ्लो इज नॉट प्रोबेबल, समझ जाना हो कंटिजेंट लायबिलिटी का साथ. आपको डिसाइड नहीं करना है, आपको सिर्फ सम्स को पहचानना है. बराबर. रिलायबल एस्टिमेशन कैन नॉट बी मेड. समटाइम द प्रोविजन कैन बी सच whereby on 31st March you will not be able to make any reliable estimation. समय दिया जाएगा, आपको कुछ नहीं करना है. हो सकता है, ओके, आई विल टेल यू. सपोज आई हैव अ क्लब. Saturday night the youngsters are coming and dancing, correct? They drunk and danced. So in this particular drinking and dancing Saturday is allowed in that area, correct? Some short circuit took place, okay, and people died. You know, in few years back, maybe last year, I don't know, some fire took place in a posh area of Mumbai side, and many people, they were not, in fact, I can tell you, ordinary people. They're from hi-fi, they're businessmen and big people, you know. They can launch a case like anything. They'll start very sturdy, correct, and very strong people. ऐसा छोटा ordinary रहेगा तो उसको चुप बिठा सकते, थोड़ा पैसा देकर. But they were very, in fact, these people who died, correct, by a huge fire took place due to some reason, short circuit, something like that. Multiple hotels were involved in that because they were congested. Maybe some reasons were there which could easily traced out immediately. But do you know the hoteliers, they were very rich again, and they ran away. Why they ran away? भागते रहेगा, उनको पता पकड़े जाएंगे, फिर भागे क्यों? वो भागे नहीं, भाग गए, न्यूज में आया, भाग नहीं गए. They were staying somewhere there only. फिर वो क्यों भागे? वो भागते हुए वो इस वक्त का इंतजार करते हैं थोड़े दिन. They can talk with the lawyer what to do now. If they get caught, there is no time to talk with the lawyer. So they are not running away, they surrender themselves because they are very literate and knowledgeable person. Correct? They are not a cheap crime petrol type of persons who run away and they hide in the villages and all. These people are well settled, they have the family roots inside and they know the culture and everything, but they are wrong. Something wrong happened which we cannot do anything. Now these people, will they not provide on March? Definitely yes. They have to provide for the compensation. Claim started immediately. फिर वो भी करोड़ों रुपया मिलेगा, लाखों रुपया मिलेगा, जो मर गए उनको मिलेगा डेफिनेटली, गॉड दिलाएगी आपको. It's an obvious case of negligence and default and all types of things, you know, which occurred. They have easily proved it. Yes, so all have to provide. It's a clear-cut obligation, present obligation. Past event was an accident. Obligating, yes, obligating, because you could not follow some laws. Reliable estimation cannot be made. I have a club and people are dancing. Some short circuit took place, correct? And I have to pay, present obligation. But how much and all cannot be estimated at any cost. There are many things yet to be traced out, and I have to approve the accounts now. I can wait and I'll record it the next year, but at present I show contingent liability. Some liability can await for a better amount. You can keep it pending as a contingent liability, and next year you can provide it. A reliable estimation cannot be made at present. So if you cannot make a reliable estimation, become a contingent liability. Exam में कैसे पहचानेंगे contingent liability? Number one, if they tell you the obligation is possible, if they tell you the reliable estimation cannot be made, Third, वो लोग बोलेंगे outflow of resource not probable. ये तीन सेंटेंस रहेंगे, तीनों में से एक, it's a contingent liability. Correct? सर अगर 40% probability बोलेंगे तो इट्स नॉट अ प्रोविजन. 650 के ऊपर गया तो प्रोविजन है, 50 के नीचे कंटिजेंट है. ठीक है, ये नॉट प्रोबेबल बोलेगा भी तो कंटिजेंट है. Now, now when you're answering, you should know all these points properly. That's all. Now, contingent assets, liability, assets. What is contingent asset? Now, liability means you have to pay. Asset means you to receive. As far as asset is concerned, the standard is not liberal. एसेट आपको रिकॉर्ड करना ही नहीं, कंटिजेंट तो रिकॉर्ड करने का सवाल ही नहीं है. तो व्हाट इज कंटिजेंट एसेट? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, what is contingent asset? Asset, understand please, it's a possible asset. It's a possible asset on the balance sheet date due to past event. Yes, it's a possible asset. Possible obligation, possible asset. On the balance sheet date, on the balance sheet date, due to past event, due to past events, whose existence is uncertain. मतलब sir, contingent asset is a possible asset on the balance sheet date whose existence in fact depends upon future happening and non-happening. Quite uncertain. Can anybody quote me an example of contingent asset? Anybody can quote me an example of contingent asset?
Compensation receivable.
हाँ?
Compensation जैसे ये भी payment तो pay
सुनो.
करना तो receivable होगा.
Now you are the victim, but it's a corporate victim, correct? Now, मान लीजिए some vehicle, Mahindra transport vehicle, correct, has taken high speed on the highway and it hit badly your truck, Tata Motors. Evidence was very clear that they hit it. He was drunk also. Now you have filed a case and get a compensation of 5 lakh. This case will take next 2 years. For you, it's contingent asset. For him, I cannot say. For you, it's contingent asset. So degree of probability is not important here. Any degree of probability, 80%, 40%, are all contingent because you cannot record any gain which is not realized by you. Agreed? Correct? Any court case filed by you to grab money is a contingent asset. Correct? So here, irrespective of probability, irrespective of degree of probability, it is contingent. सर केस जीतने का चांस 90% है तो भी कंटिजेंट है, लेकिन केस हारने का चांस अगर उसके लिए 90% है तो उसके लिए प्रोविजन है. तो ऑपोजिट इफेक्ट इज नॉट सेम. एग्रीड? तो प्रोबेबल रहेगा तो इट स्टिल कंटिजेंट. और कंटिजेंट का रिकॉर्ड नॉट टू रिकॉर्ड कंटिजेंट लायबिलिटी. डिस्क्लोज भी नहीं करना, नॉट टू डिस्क्लोज. लेकिन आईएफआरएस में इंड एस और एस में एक फर्क है. दिस डिफरेंस कम्स हियर. सुनिए क्या, अंडर एज 29 and under ind AS 37 a difference is there, and the difference is अगर एक कंटिजेंट एसेट हाईली प्रोबेबल है, हाईली प्रोबेबल 50% से ज्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि आपको पैसा मिलेगा, तो हम यहां डिस्क्लोज कर सकते हैं. हाईली प्रोबेबल है यहां पर नॉट टू डिस्क्लोज एट एनी कॉस्ट. दिस इज अ डिफरेंस इन एस एंड एस. एक डिफरेंस डिस्काउंटिंग का था, एक डिफरेंस ये है. I repeat once again, if the contingent asset is highly probable, in Ind AS they are required to disclose it. Less probably, highly probable. In AS 29, we never disclose it at any cost. अगर मान लीजिए your ship vessel, जहाज, caught under a storm and all, and got lost. Insurance claim has assured a compensation of 6 lakh rupees communicated to you through a letter. Is it contingent or should you record it or not? Insurance has assured you through a letter 6 lakhs rupees compensation. Should you record it or not? Yes, because it's not contingent. This is a asset which is receivable by confirmation from insurance company. They will not play a joke. मतलब ऐसा बोले कि 6 लाख तुम अभी ले लो, बाकी will assess it. So that assessment is a contingent. But 6 lakhs is not a contingent. हो सकता है ऐसा क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में आ जाए. Contingent को पहचानो बराबर. Agreed everyone? When you are getting something that is contingent. Now friends, what do you mean by onerous contract? What do you mean by onerous contract? Onerous contract. बोलो. Onerous contract क्या होता है? See, onerous contract is a contract. ये एग्जाम में एक बार आकर गया है, बहुत डेंजर है, इसको पहचानो बराबर एग्जाम में. It is not a provision. अगर ये provision होता तो मैं वही कवर नहीं कर लेता. It is something different than provision. Actually, if I tell you, will you record next year rent this year? Well, no, sir. We can't record next year rent this year because of future expenditure. Correct? But if it become onerous, then yes. समझाता हूँ मैं आपको. Suppose मान लो, this is my year ending, 1st April to 31st March. And I have a lease agreement with one company, operating lease for 3 years. Operating lease year 1, operating lease year 2, and one more operating lease year 3. Sign हो गया agreement. Rent कितना देना है सर? 2 lakh per annum, 2 lakh per annum, 2 lakh per annum. On 31st March, I decided to shift my business because the business was working loss making. I shifted to other premises. Understand very clearly. ये business में कहीं और start करने का. तो ये जो जगह है वो lock. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बंद, रेंट देना पड़ेगा, 3 साल का एग्रीमेंट, वी कैन रन अवे. नाउ इफ आई हैव शिफ्टेड माय बिजनेस देयर, आई हैव नो बेनिफिट फ्रॉम दिस, only to incur cost in the future, and you can't record it now, but in this case you will record it. You will make a provision for that because the contract has become onerous. What is onerous? Burdensome for you. On 31st March, if you find, why it is not a provision? Because it's not accrued expenses. Try to understand. It's a liability which you are going to pay, which is unavoidable, and there is no benefit arising out of it. अगर ये तुम काम धंधा यहाँ करते, बिजनेस रखते, आपको बेनिफिट मिलता, ये एक्सपेंस आता, तो मैचिंग कंसेप्ट से आप रिकॉर्ड करते, फ्यूचर में अभी नहीं. कैन यू रिकॉर्ड फ्यूचर एक्सपेंस नाउ? स्ट्रिक्टली प्रोहिबिटेड. बट दिस इज अनअवॉइडेबल कॉस्ट. तो ऑनरस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट क्या हो गया? इट्स अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट वेयरबाय So contract whereby the unavoidable cost of meeting the contract whereby the unavoidable cost of meeting the contract exceeds the benefit. बेनिफिट से ज्यादा नुकसान अगर होने वाला है, ऐसे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को ऑनरस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कहते हैं. The contract whereby the unavoidable cost of meeting the contract exceeds the benefit, that contract is known as onerous contract. तो सर क्या करना पड़ेगा? इसका 2 लाख, इसका 2 लाख, 4 लाख का प्रोविजन करना पड़ेगा 31st मार्च को, because the contract has become onerous. सर एक बात बताओ, अगर तुम्हारे लैंडलॉर्ड ने ये डिसाइड किया कि तुम सबलेट कर सकते हो 50% रेंट पर 1 लाख पर, तो तुम उस लॉस को उतना कम कर सकते हो, तो बेनिफिट इज ऑल्सो रिसीव्ड अगेंस्ट इट. द बेनिफिट इज 2 लाख एंड कॉस्ट इज 4 लाख, डिफरेंस इज 2 लाख, दैट यू कैन रिकॉर्ड इट. तो एक्ट कहता है एनी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इफ इट इज गोइंग टू प्रूव बैड फॉर यू should record immediately the loss expected by you. Agreed? Onerous contract is a contract whereby the cost to be incurred is more than the benefit to be received. मान लीजिए मैंने आपको एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दिया, और एक एग्जांपल, यू मैन्युफैक्चर दिस बॉटल फॉर मी. तुमने मार्च को बॉटल मैन्युफैक्चर ही नहीं किया, एंड गिवन अ बॉटल टू यू कि भाई बॉटल मैन्युफैक्चर करके दो, तुमने मार्च में बॉटल को मैन्युफैक्चर नहीं किया, कुछ भी नहीं किया, करने वाले हो, तो एस तो लगेगा ही नहीं, इन्वेंटरी बनाया नहीं आपने, बट ये चैप्टर लग सकता है। कैसे सर? मान लीजिए गैदर द इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम मार्केट कि मैं अगर इस बॉटल को बनाऊंगा इनकर 10 रुपीज, बट आई एम रेडी टू पे 9 रुपीज, और तुम इतना सुस्तपन कर रहे हो कि भाव बढ़ गया मार्केट में, कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड्स, बराबर, तुमको 2 महीने पहले कॉन्ट्रैक्ट दे दिया था और तुम अभी भी बनाए नहीं हो। तो मार्च को व्हाट दे डिड, दे गैदर द इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम मार्केट एंड सेड, ओ कॉस्ट ऑफ कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ द गुड्स इज 10 रुपीज, बट आई एम रेडी टू पे 9, एग्रीमेंट में है 1 रुपीज ऑन दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फॉर हिम, within future is to incur 1 rupees unavoidable. Agreed? Acha. The unavoidable cost of meeting the contract exceeds the benefit, it's onerous contract. Now there is something known as future loss that you can't record. For example, मान लीजिए इसमें machinery and estimated the inflows and outflows of the machinery. The inflows are present value 10 rupees, outflows are 12 rupees, 2 rupees का loss है. Can I record that loss? No, that I can't record because there's an operating loss and I can avoid the loss by throwing the machine in the gutter. I may not operate and I don't incur that. Avoidable है. Unavoidable cost record करने का. I repeat once again, you can't record future expenditure, you cannot record future operating losses because they are unavoidable. But an unavoidable cost should be recorded, correct? Avoidable है वो record नहीं करना है, unavoidable record करना है लगता, correct? Onerous contract unavoidable cost होता है. मशीन से आने वाला नुकसान अगर है वो आप रिकॉर्ड नहीं कर सकते हो, इंपायरमेंट अलग चीज है, बट प्रोविजन रिकॉर्ड नहीं कर सकते आप, क्योंकि मशीन से होने वाला नुकसान प्रेजेंट वैल्यू पर अवॉइडेबल है. यू कैन थ्रो द मशीनरी, यू कैन आई कैन से अबेंडन द मशीनरी. एग्रीड? ऑनरस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, शुड यू प्रोवाइड फॉर दिस? यस, प्रोविजन शुड बी मेड. प्रोविजन करना चाहिए ऑनरस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का. फ्यूचर ऑपरेटिंग लॉसेस, future operating losses, should you provide for this? Yes. No, because it's avoidable. एक डिफरेंस तो मैंने लिखा दिया आपको, प्रोविजंस इंड एस वाले डिस्काउंट करते हैं, एस वाले नहीं करते. सेकेंड डिफरेंस, कॉन्टिजेंट एसेट अगर हाईली प्रोबेबल है, इंड एस पीपल डिस्क्लोज बट एस डोंट डिस्क्लोज इट, करेक्ट? तो एस 29 और इंड एस 37 में क्या क्या डिफरेंसेस है? नंबर 1, प्रोविजन का डिफरेंस है, दे डोंट डिस्काउंट, दे डिस्काउंट इट. सेकेंड, कॉन्टिजेंट एसेट्स का डिफरेंस है. कॉन्टिजेंट एसेट का क्या डिफरेंसेस है? दे डिस्क्लोज इट इफ हाईली प्रोबेबल. थर्ड, ऑनरस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के ऊपर डिफरेंस आ रहा है. ऑनरस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट के मुताबिक इंडेस बोलता है इफ देयर इज ऑनरस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट इट कैन ट्रिगर द इंपायरमेंट ऑफ एसेट्स आल्सो. सपोज मेरा फैक्ट्री बंद हो रहा है, मैं ऑनरस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, डोंट यू थिंक फैक्ट्री के मशीन्स भी इंपेयर करना चाहिए? तो फॉर इंडेस ऑनरस कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ट्रिगर्स इंपायरमेंट ऑफ एसेट्स. एस में ऐसा कोई प्रोविजन नहीं है. फोर्थ डिफरेंस, कंस्ट्रक्टिव ऑब्लिगेशन. एस गिव्स लेस इंपॉर्टेंस टू कंस्ट्रक्टिव ऑब्लिगेशन, इंड एस गिव मोर इंपॉर्टेंस टू कंस्ट्रक्टिव ऑब्लिगेशन. This is AS 29 and AS 37. I repeat the difference once again. Provisions are discounted in Ind AS. Second, contingent asset disclose करना है Ind AS में highly probable है. Third, onerous contract. Onerous contract triggers impairment of assets. Constructive obligation. AS 29 discuss less. Ind AS discuss more on constructive obligation. Correct? AS 29. AS 4, AS 29.